Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right, and here I am, stuck in the centre with you. Centrism is in the news because some Conservatives are putting pressure on their party to return to the centre ground of politics. But the leader of the Conservative Party has refused to do so, saying that these people need to get out of the way of her more right-wing politics. But what is the political centre? What even is centrism? You probably know what left-wing politics is, you probably know what right-wing politics is. But is the centre even a thing? My colleague, Dr. Karl Pike, has just published an academic article on this topic. It's literally called What is Centrism? Sometimes when we use the term centrist or centre in politics, we just mean something like moderation. You're just less right-wing or less left-wing than someone further to the right or further to the left. But sometimes people want to treat centrism like a political philosophy of its own distinct kind, as a way of seeing the world that goes beyond the categories of left and right altogether. Now, according to Dr. Karl Pike in this essay, that kind of centrism doesn't really exist. Left-wing and right-wing ideologies argue about how things like freedom, equality, the state, and justice all fit together. Centrism doesn't settle those arguments at all. In fact, it refuses to engage in them. Instead, it says that we should deal with political problems by using whatever the best, most strategic or pragmatic solution happens to be. It doesn't really come with principled answers about what form those solutions should take. It just says that we should do whatever works best at the time. So if centrism does exist as a distinct thing, it's not as an ideology like left or right, but as what Pike calls a structure for political action. But this means that rather than going beyond left and right, centrism is constantly going between them, borrowing from one and then from the other as the political context allows. As a result, you get my favourite line from this essay: centrists become managers of an ideological context shaped by others. People who try to govern from the centre often end up doing some stuff that looks quite right-wing and some stuff that looks quite left-wing, but never doing anything that looks distinctly centrist. Because centrism doesn't come with its own kind of policy or stance. It just is that tendency to oscillate between left and right. Now, I think this is a really compelling argument, but what do you make of it? And what do you make of centrist politics in general? If you found this video interesting, give it a like and follow for more politics content from me.